Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, and I am here playing a blue-green Merfolk in Modern, the hot new color that has hit the waves of Magic. They're trying to force us to play green, people. There's nothing I can do about it. But before we get into that, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. If you need a recap of what's going on in the Magic world, go check out The Jester's Recap by Blake Trelevan on themanabase.com. So anyway, we're going to keep this. Why? Because we've got Aether Vial and a damn land. We got that, boys. We got that. Our opponent is mulliganed. That's excellent. Things are going really well for us this league. We're 3-0. We're going first. Our opponents are mulliganing. That helps. It all helps. That's how you win big tournaments. Just hope our opponent runs terrible. Oh! Oh! It is Affinity, our arch nemesis. Hey, we got Copal in our hand. So, our hand is... If we draw a land, we'll be in okay shape. Look, they just spewed it all out. That's awful. Land. Island, specifically. Otherwise, we can give our opponent a free turn to do anything. Oh, no. But we do have multiple Harbinger of the Tides. Oh, but that would be so good to have that island play Lord of Atlantis and then Harbinger things every single turn. That'd be wonderful. So what's it going to be? Could be Cranial Plating and equip this turn. They always have something incredibly, ridiculously bad for us. Even when they have bad hands, I still lose. See, look, this is worth 4 damage and 2 life. What are we going to do? What are you going to do? Steel Overseer. Life doesn't get easier. Well, there's a land. But that's the thing, like, if we had Lord of Atlantis out already, we could be cooking. We could be cooking. I don't know what's more important. We probably have to tap this thing. We have to bounce this thing. We have to. Next turn. And we probably have to bounce this as well. I don't know what's the right thing to do. Like, one thing we could do is Harbinger of the Tides this guy. And then Harbinger this thing. And then play... Tick this thing up to 3, play Mararegery, Lord, untap this thing, get Kopala in play. Or we play Lord, play Mararegery at end of turn on Steel Overseer, untap, play another Lord, get Harbinger ready for something. I guess this is just what we're going to do. Life total's still relatively healthy. Relatively. I'm going to save the Harbingers for really important things. Okay, this is not too bad. If this is the worst it gets, then maybe we can pull through this. We're going to take a lot of damage here. Actually, that was a mistake to do that early. Because, yeah, that was a big mistake, because now this allows, oh, maybe not. Okay, so this thing... Because I could block this, I have the potential to block this Mem Knight if I really want to. This is 1... Okay, so this is 1, 7, damage, puts me down to 9. We can take a hit or 2, because we're going to bounce this thing at end of turn. The poison doesn't matter all that much. There's just the thing is I have the option to bounce this thing and block this, but then that enables them to recast the Steel Overseer on the next turn. I really don't want them. I don't really don't want that to happen. So we're just going to take the hit. Now, end of turn, we'll play Harbinger of the Tides. Bounce Steel Overseer. Give us a turn, hopefully. And I'll leave this on 2 to give us the ability to use Harbinger of the Tides. Spreading Seas is not really relevant. Doesn't matter. You know what? I have to bounce this at some point, so maybe I should have bounced that. And then on this turn, I could have played Harbinger and bounced the Steel Overseer. That was a line. I don't know, this situation's pretty complex. So I can attack for 7. Let's just attack and figure it out later. Fortunately, they take everything. And we will have 16 power on the board to win. If they didn't draw anything really important this turn. So we'll bounce the Vault Scourge with Harbinger of the Tides. That's awkward. Oh no. Oh, they have 4. Okay, so if we bounce Vault Scourge, Galvanic Blast doesn't kill us, but I'm thinking, like, what if they draw Galvanic Blast? How much damage are we dealing? If I put in Harbinger of the Tides and then take up Ether Vial to 3, put in Mara Rejury, we'll attack for actually 18 damage? Okay. It's not bad. So actually, I can Harbinger the Vault Scourge and block the Memnite. That's a line. What I'm really hoping is that they just tap out. Especially your red mana. Don't show me your stupid Galvanic Blast. I guess they don't have Galvanic Blast, otherwise that Vault Scourge and Signal Pest would have been in the red zone immediately. So it looks like they're planning on blocking one way or another, so we're probably going to win this. Looks like they've got blocking on their mind. Sorry, Kopala. We got you in our hand, but we just can't play you. And I actually don't think you're very relevant in this matchup anyway. I tried. Yeah, if they have Galvanic Blast, they would have just got in there with their creatures and just not care about anything. They just probably have more creatures in their hand, or maybe more Steel Overseers, or creatures that aren't relevant. Thinking about this carefully. That's fine. You take as much time as you want. Take as much time as you want. I don't care, so long as I get the point in the end. Alright, they thought about it very long. They decided, we're going to leave the Memnite to block. Sure. Leave the Memnite to block. So we have to bounce this because if they go to 19, then that's out of range of killing them, because I can only deal 18 points of damage after we get this Mara Rejury in play. Now I expect them to tap out for something. Not sure exactly what. Maybe Steel Overseer and Vault Scourge. But I'm hoping they tap out. That would make this a lot easier. I don't have to worry about Galvanic Blast. I don't feel like they have Galvanic Blast. They're just not representing it at all, given how long they're taking their time to think about their attack. Unless they were not thinking about killing a Lord of Atlantis, and now they got this Galvanic Blast and are like, well, we gotta kill this Lord of Atlantis. No, I just have no idea what they could be thinking about. Alright, Steel Overseer it is. And Volt Scourge. Oh, Springleaf Drum. Signal Pest. Got it. Alright, excellent. I just have to remember to tick up my Vial to 3, play Spreading Seas, and win. I ticked up my Vial to 3. Play my Mararegery. I'm going to play my Spreading Seas. Everything is planned. And we have a Merfolk Branchwalker to boot. All the Lords. That's how we do it. We're just going to kill them with Lords, and we won. And that's the manabase.com Get Dunked On instant replay. So, we got a few resources here. We got Natural State, 1 green mana, and we have Ceremonious Rejection. So we're gonna get rid of Kopala. And truth be told, there's not a lot of cards I want to get rid of. I guess we'll get rid of Curse Catcher, but we need a certain density of things to do on turn 1. Bring in 2 Ceremonious Rejections. I guess that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not taking out anything else. Everything else is fine. It's possible Branchwalker is worse than Curse Catcher, but that's okay. We'll deal with this, and I'll figure it out later. Like, I still want something to do on turn 1, because it is, in some ways, a race. Having a good curve is important. It was really important that we hit that island when we did to play that Lord of Atlantis, or we would not have won. We would not have, like, been able to catch up. So it's just nice to have something on the board. Unfortunately, Kumena Speaker and a Lord does not protect us from Whifflare. This hand's fine. And they mulligan again, that's great. This hand's not particularly interactive. It's not particularly fast, but it curves out. Turn 1, land, do nothing. I love it. Love it! What's Cranioplating? Okay. I think there's a 0% chance I attack. Actually, maybe there isn't a 0. Okay, maybe I'll play the Mutavault. I'm going to play Silvergill Adept, and if we draw a Mutavault, then we'll play the Mutavault, play Mararegery next turn, and then there's some chance we get some big attacks going on here. But let's start. I don't actually know what's better to play here. Merfolk Branchwalker or the Silvergill Adept. I'm just going to go for the raw card at the moment. Because maybe if we play Branchwalker first, but it's going to cost us 2 life. If we play the Branchwalker first, we have... and we see Natural State on the top. We could keep it there. What the point is... okay, let's say there is no Natural State on the top. There's a land. We draw it. Well, we would have drawn that land anyway with Silvergill Adept, but our future card that we draw it instantly, whereas if it's a Natural State later, we have to keep it on top and wait next turn to draw it. So I like where this is going so far, except we can't attack into this guy at the moment. But I think them attacking us is going to come at quite a cost. I should have put a stop at my upkeep to see if I wanted to put Merfolk Branchwalker in at my upkeep. Like, maybe not because I have this Master of the Pearl Trident, but maybe so. With all these cards in my hand, I don't really want to commit my Aether Vial to that action. But maybe that's what I want. Maybe that was the correct thing to do. Well, I'll tell you what we are going to do. We are going to put this Mara Reader in play, and we are very strongly going to threaten to win the game if they decide to attack us. Let's hope that, and we might be able to just attack back directly for the win. Etched Champion plus Cranial Plating doesn't do a lot of damage. It's pretty fine on defense, though. It's pretty good on defense. I'm not going to lie about that. It's pretty good. Or do you have 2 Cranial Platings? Well, that's not bad. Can I kill you for 20, though? Holy moly! That's a lot of damages. Alright, so you're serious. We might be able to win, though. Okay, so let's put this Branchwalker in. Play. So we drew a land. Looks good. Oh, I thought it got a counter for some reason. No, it's just the Mara Reader. So I think what we have to do is... Trying to figure out... Okay, well, let's pass. Do I tick up my Aether Vial to 3? What will that accomplish? Well, I can hold up the Mutavault on defense, if anything. I'm not sure... Okay, well, let me think. Good question. Can I win right here? I attack for 5... 5, 10, 15, 19 damage. Not enough. If I hardcast a Mara Reader, I can untap the Mutavault, Vial in Master of the Pearl Trident. It works. I have Mutavault to block Etched Champion if I need to. 5, 10, 15... 19 damage. Not enough. Okay, we'll leave the Aether Vial on 2. I guess that punishes me if I top deck another Mara Reader. No, it doesn't. Okay, hold on. Let's say I top deck another Mara Reader, the 4th Mara Reader. What happens? If I don't take this thing up to 3, then I play... Mara Reader. Okay, yeah, we should take this thing up to 3, and if we draw Mara Reader, we win. That's the line. If I don't take this thing up to 3, I can play a Mara Reader, untap a land, but it's only 2 land. I only have 2 mana available to me, and I can play Master of the Pearl Trident and untap 2 lands, but it's not good enough. So we'll take this thing up to 3. And we draw a Lord. Excellent. That should be enough. That should do it. Now the speed that we do this should be very concerning to our opponent. This league is sick. This is a sick league. Show me your Slaughter Pact. That's how it's done, boys and girls. All lords, all day. Little help from Merfolk. Little saltiness in the chat, but that's okay. It's coming from Affinity. They deserve it. So we just blew away Affinity. They had some mediocre hands, but sometimes they can win through those, but our hands were aggressive. Our hands were super aggressive. Thank you, Silvergill Adept number 5 through 8, because you helped draw a land off the top of the deck to dig for that lord, that last lord. It wouldn't have happened if there was this Botanical Sanctum in the way. Merfolk Branchwalker cleared the branches to find our Mass of the Pearl Trident. So yeah, that's going to be, that's that. We're doing pretty good in this league, 4-0, not too bad. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. You guys are fantastic. I love it. And if you support me on Patreon, you have access to the Merfolk Strategy Guide. And we're going to thank my sponsor, themanabase.com. This has been Nikachu, playing Blue-Green Merfolk in Modern and kicking Affinity's butt.